show you how to unbox, set up and initialize an Epson A4 printer. First of all, we just take the unit out of the box, cut the top of the box open. Once you have the top of the box open, remove the tray with the ink and the manual. And also to the front cassette holder and the power cord. Remove the top styrofoam. And the cardboard sitting on top. The printer sits in a bag, which you can open up from the side. Once you've opened the bag up, you can reach down on the sides and you'll find there's two handles on either side of the printer. And you'll need two people to take the printer out to do this. Okay, with two people, reach down on either side of the box and grab the printer, lift it out, place it on the table. Once you have the printer on the table, remove the plastic bag. And one of the most important parts is the printer is now covered in blue transport tape. This is to make sure the unit doesn't get damaged or any parts move when it's in transport. You need to remove all the blue tape from the device, which is inside some of the covers, holding the head in, and also too on the tray. So do make sure that you take all of the tape off before you ever turn the machine on. The blue tape has a pull tab on one side, which makes it easier to remove. Make sure you check the paper tray. And then also to the ink tray as well. Which has clips holding the ink tray in. This unit is a mono unit, so it only takes black ink. We also too have a unit with, this is a clip at the back. We have a unit that is a color unit that will show you the inks going into that as well. There's a tape that holds the head in for transport. Just be careful when you remove that. And then a tape at the back for the maintenance box. The maintenance box sits in the back here of the device and fits in like so. Just make sure you check also too the paper feed at the back. The unit comes with initialization inks, which is a small pack of ink that is used to initialize and pull through the ink into the head of the unit. Separately, you can order the finished ink good, which is this one here. And this is a standard ink that fits in the device, which is much larger. But for initialization of the device, we need to put the ink in. The initialization ink These are notched so they fit. So if you have a colour device, you'll find that only the ink fits in the notched area. The ink goes in like so. Press the cassette back in, click it into place and close it. This unit is a colour device, A4. It is the WFC 5890. I'll just show you can take off the tray at the front. Again, all the colours are fitted in here. The inks sit in there. They're specifically notched so you can place them into the unit like so, for each individual colour. All you need to do is ensure that you put the right ink with the right marked colour. As I said, each individual ink bladder is notched, so it will only fit into the right cassette. Now we're ready to load some paper into the front of the unit. Make sure you move paper tray locks back, put them into place. Once you have that in, you can lock it. Once you have that done, you can finally put the output tray paper holder on the front of the unit. This just clips in to the front of the unit like so. And now, after checking to make sure that we've taken all the blue tape off the unit and that we have the inks loaded in, we are ready to turn the unit on and do the initialization, which is going to pull through the ink from the bladders to the front of the head. And turn the device on. When the device comes on at the start, we'll ask you to nominate a language. You're going to say English, Australian, daylight savings on, and you put in the type of format that you want, whether it's the year, month, date, or the day, month, year. You're going to select. Let's put in the date today, which is the 13th of the 07/2026, and we're going to select it as 12-hour time, and the time today is 12:23. Start to OK. Now the unit's going to go through the initialization, goes up through a setup process, and as I mentioned before, it's pulling the ink up into the head. This will take approximately anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes at the most, depending on the device. So the initialization process is finished now. Please remember, while the unit is being initialized, do not touch the front panel and do not turn the device off. Don't open up any of the drawers and don't unplug it. It needs to be on and working for the whole period of time that the initialization is going. Once you've finished the initialization, the device will take you through a couple of wizards to set up. It'll give you a test print that will come out, and also to do a fax test setting, which you can proceed or just close and cancel because you don't have the fax set up. Just confirm that. Then we get into the main menu. If you are putting an extra tray on the device, you need to remove this back cover from the unit, which sits at the bottom. It covers a paper tray intake for the extra device. This is the extra paper tray. Make sure you have it oriented to the right point where the front is sitting facing forward, and you have the back. It has a number of pins that the printer sits on. Once you've removed the back cover of the printer, you can then place the printer directly on top of the paper tray. Lower the printer onto the pins, and the unit will sit on top of the paper tray as so. Once this is done, the unit will recognise the paper tray and allocate it C2 or C4 depending on the printer that you've put it on. It's as simple as that. For the device, you will find the serial number on the left-hand side down the bottom under the barcode if you need to quote that. Lastly, if you get asked to supply the IP address, once the unit has been set up, you can press this button here, and if you go to router, it will display all the information you need with the IP address at the below part.